many of the garden tools that we use are just exactly alike with the ones that your great-granddad used. And there's really not been a whole heck of a lot of developments until now. So we are bringing you a two-piece set from a company called Radius. It's a digging fork. Now wait a minute, what's a digging fork? I've heard of a shovel, but what is a digging fork? If you live and are blessed to be in a part of the country that has wonderful, fluffy topsoil, then you don't need this. But if you've got clay, and you've got rocks, and you've got sod, and digging is a chore, then a digging fork makes life simpler. And if you're gonna move any plants at all, it is the greatest tool you will ever work with. Then we give you a little spade that doesn't look like any other spade you've ever seen, and it's not. The handle looks bizarre.
Doesn't it?
But that handle, it was your best friend if you love working in the garden. I get to introduce you to Susan Butterworth.
Hello, love.
Welcome back, young lady. How are you?
Fine, thank
The
you.
handle on the digging fork doesn't look like a handle I've ever seen.
You know what? Most of them have a D handle.
Or it's a stick.
Yeah.
Have we
you're
not
right.
grown past a stick?
Right, a stick that has nothing. This is an O handle, and you actually get 40% more room than a D handle. And you know what it means? I can now hold it up here, I can hold it under here, I can twist with it, I can dig with it. And
Now,
that's
the first
what
thing
makes
you will
it-
notice with this piece of equipment is that when you get it at home, it's not tinfoil.
Oh,
This thing
absolutely.
is built like a tank. It's got some weight to it.
It sure does.
Because this is not a shovel that you scoop and throw dirt with. This is what you use to break up tough soil.
Tough compacted soil.
Yep.
And this is the most amazing thing because I'm going to balance it right here. This is carbon steel all the way up to here.
And beautifully finished.
Beautifully. Most of the time on a fork like this, the insertion point of the fork into the rod is right here.
And that's the Achilles.
And that's the breaking point.
Yes.
Yeah. So this goes all the way up to here. And then we have a rod that, come on up, it goes all the way up to here, and then it has a rod that comes all the way down to here.
Which, and the rod, by the way, is made of ash. It's what they make baseball bats out of.
Yeah, so this is carbon steel
If you can break
inside.
this thing, then you're a gorilla.
Well, and the thing is, you can't break it because they give you an unlimited,
Yeah, that's true.
Not a limited, an unlimited lifetime manufacturer's warranty. Why? Because it is so unbelievably well made.
And the whole
gonna
idea,
last you.
again, the whole idea of most gardening requires digging.
Right.
But our soil is not always helping us out because of the rocks, because of the clay.
Right.
If you live in Georgia, you know what I'm talking about with red clay.
Yep.
Just to get a hole in the ground. This is a heavier piece of equipment which allows you some velocity to spear it into the ground and then to use it as a fulcrum. The ancient Egyptians knew about a fulcrum. You can turn soil over easier with this than you will probably be able to do with most shovels. It's also great for spreading of things like mulch.
Yep.
And then that scoop, that goofy little handle is brilliant.
And you and I, in 2 seconds, we're going to show why it's brilliant.
Yep.
But there's that round handle, which gives you 40% more room to hold it. You're not just able to shovel with this digging fork, you can twist it now.
Yep.
You can really move it around, and you can have big bulky gloves on, and it still fits through that circle, which is a radius.
Yes.
And you know, you and I were just on the other day with our beautiful set of radius tools. These tools help you love to garden more and hurt less.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah, so you and I, we're gonna do
I want
our
to show you,
thing.
this sounds really crazy, but just look at both of our wrists as we shake hands. Okay, it's very, very simple. But when you grab a regular trowel, you should grab it so it's just like reaching out and shaking your hand.
This is our neutral position.
I'm in the same exact position. If it's a straight stick, I have to turn my wrist.
Right, and that's what gives you the pain and the discomfort.
Yeah.
And the aches and pains.
You can work with this thing all day.
Exactly, and you know
and
what
be
it
more
also lets you
comfortable.
do? I'll bring it over here and show you. What it also lets you do is it keeps your wrist in the neutral position, but then it also allows you to
There's
work
serrated
and work.
teeth
Yes.
on both edges, here and here, and they're sharp.
They sure are. And look what I can do to just chop through here and open that up. And look at this now. I can get a huge, it's absolutely huge, this fork.
I have an obscure theory of gardening.
Do you?
That
What
I've
is
never
that?
shared with you before.
All right, I want to know.
The smaller the hole, the more I enjoy it. It's
Really?
the finesse. It's like
Yeah.
putting stuff in. I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
So I'll be out there in a combine.
Right.
And that's work.
That's, yeah.
But it's when I get to work with my hand tools and get
Right.
dirty that I
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
But it also, you're doing something that's creative and beautiful.
Yeah.
So serrated edge on both sides, beveled and sharpened here at the end, and this is just a giant
It's a big scoop.
amount. It's a big
It's not
scoop.
your usual trout. Oh,
Yeah.
we've got colors.
Let's do colors.
Like you're
I'm
on
gonna
your
help you.
own.
Okay. So this is blue.
Okay.
So you're getting both things. You don't have to choose. So the blue giant fork and that big spoon scooper.
Okay.
Yellow, happy sunshine yellow. Purple, green.
Purple is the most limited.
Okay.
So because I know this,
Yeah.
that would be pink then.
Well, it actually is red, but it
Crumbs.
does have a little
It was
bit of
listed
pinkish.
as pink.
It-
Now I'm going to ask our viewers
Yes.
something, and do me a favor.
Yep.
When you get this thing at home, use it. Use it. Do not send it back without using it and then say, "Oh, it's heavy."
Right.
The fact that it is heavy is part of the reason why it works so well.
Exactly.
Because it will go through the toughest soil. It's brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Do you know
you.
what? I think it's such a tool that you'll be proud to own, and that unlimited lifetime manufacturer's
Yeah, you buy it
warranty.
once, you'll be giving it to
Your
the
grandchildren.
great-grandkids.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming up a little bit
Exactly.
later on,